as I was talking about my understanding kind of flip-flopped. At first I was like, oh, you don't have time. Great, we should try to do this. And then you were like, oh, no, I do have time. I got just 2 or 3 hours. I'm like, oh, great, you've got that time after work. You might be able to try to get the workout in. And then we talk and we're like, oh, no, I don't feel like working out even though I have the time.
Well, it's the balancing act, right?
Exactly.
Like,
which is why that thing that I was talking about definitely would suit someone in your situation, which is why you said you might take it on, which is the trying to slip in. Not, again, don't worry about doors in, doors out. I don't know how many doors you go in and out in a normal day. I'm also talking, like, let's say, based on that whole day you told me, if you woke up, get out of bed, 10 push-ups.
Yeah.
10. You can do 10, right?
Yeah.
10 and, like, you feel that achy, whatever. But then in about 15 minutes when you walk off and you go do your other stuff, you're not going to feel it anymore.
That's true.
But you've just gotten 10.
Mm.
And basically, I've just linked that 10 push-ups to you waking up. Now, Andrew, you might not want to do 10 push-ups when you wake up. That's fine. But what you might want to do, Andrew, is link 10 push-ups to things. So let's say, right after you wake up, you're too fucking tired to do 10 push-ups, bro. Fuck that. But you know what? You know before you brush your teeth, you kind of woken up a bit. 10 push-ups before you brush your teeth or after. 10 push-ups during a YouTube ad. That's what I'm trying to say. Right?
100%.
Yeah, and that's what feels like I'm doing it lightly. I don't think I do it enough yet. All right, I need to, and this is what I'm going to do for myself. And I think you should definitely is sit down and look at our timetables and go, this is how I go about my day, and this task that I do takes 15 minutes, and I can now make it a 16-minute task because I have to do 10 how many ever push-ups before and after.
Like, let's be honest to a certain degree, right? When you min-max your schedule like that, you're probably going to fail. It's like when I say I study on the train and bus, right? It's more like every second day I study on the bus or train. Or maybe every 2/3 of days. So you try to do things as much as possible, but you kind of bring yourself down a bit as well. Because
what gets in the way?
It's like...
well, actually, the reason I said what gets in the way is I was actually going to ask, is it the stress that's getting in your way?
No. Oh, that's one of the factors, right? But it's also that I would rather really be sleeping right now, that kind of thing, right?
Because you're stressed.
Yeah. I'm tired, stressed. In the weekends, I try to get extra sleep.
So is stress the one only factor? Or is stress one of many factors?
I think stress is one of many factors. Because it's not... If stress was only
and Andrew,
one factor...
I'm going to hold you a little bit accountable here. When you say many, it's a very dangerous word people like to use, many. Whenever people say many, they always imply as if they could like list more.
Yeah.
Stress, one. Now list me many.
Okay, so...
Not trying to put you on the spot.
No.
It's a good. You agree? It's a good opportunity to kind of explore. Like, hey, Andrew, what's got you? You know what I mean?
It's like everything's connected, right? Because stress leads you to cheating on your diet.
Yep.
Which leads you to maybe not feeling optimal because you're eating garbage.
Well, that's two. Stress leads to your diet, leads to not optimal because you're garbage.
And then when you're tired, you don't have that mental clarity and the mental accountability to hold yourself to do the things.
And does this all start from stress though? Is stress the start? Who's the start? Who's responsible? Like, not who isn't you, and I'm not saying that. Who isn't, like, because I said stress as a factor. I'm not sure if there are more factors or not. I just know stress is one of the. And now we can unpack on whether or not it's the root factor or not. Only you can answer that, because you're the person going through it. Remember, I can't tell you.
No, I know. But
I'm trying to, like, this isn't, the reason why we're hitting this is because you and I'm trying to help. I'm trying to hit this bottom with you as well.
But here's the thing, right? Stress is the root factor. But if stress is the root factor... So
we've come a long way. We've come a long way from when you told me, no, it's not that important of a factor.
But it's like the seed. When you put the seed in the ground, it grows up and then other things grow from it.
But that's my point. Can't we just dig the seed out? Can't we just never put the seed in? Or my point being, the seed's already there. We already know. You and I already know the seed's already there and the tree's already growing and you're suffering, correct? Yeah. So we need to like literally, and this isn't to put pressure on you and what you need to do. I'm just talking about if this was the metaphor of a tree, to end this tree, we need to go in, rip that seed out of the ground, correct? And if that seed is identified as stress, then if you weren't so stressed out, you might be in a better position.
So let's say the whole tree is stress, right?
Oh, I thought just the seed was stress.
I know, but it's like the more you say it, the more I think I have to like tweak it a bit.
And please consistently tweak, because it has to adapt to you. Like you cannot let me exist in a vacuum. You know, there's a conversation. Yeah.
Like if all my problems were related to the stress, it'd be based on the tree, right?
Mind you, the root of your problem being stress does not mean that all your problems are stress.
Yes. But
it means that the root causes the birth of more problems, more branches, more leaves.
But then, like, stress is in and itself very general, right? And
there's nothing wrong with that, right?
Well, you could basically put anything, this makes me stressed, and this is why I do
I
this,
wasn't
right?
saying this makes you stressed. I was saying stress is what impacted the experience of, I know I have the time, but I can't find the motivation. Because, mind you, it's a gym thing. I know that gym, like, not being a home thing, that thing. I know, like, because my big confusion with the conversation at first was, I think I'm just repeating myself, but just doing it real quickly, was I went, okay, you might not have the time. And you went, no, everyone has the time. Even I come home from work and I should try to find the time. I'm like, that's really good of you, Andrew. And then as we talk, we're like, oh no, but even though I get to that stage of the time, I'm at that front door, you know, I'm tired. I've been working all day. You know, it's hard to get that motivation out to be able to embark on. You know, and so that's why I root it back to stress. Because the thing that causes the stress is the work, the going to work, the 3-hour commute, the waking up early, the lack of sleep.
But I can't do anything about that, right?
And that's the thing. I'm not in a position to start stepping in and be like, oh, mate, maybe you should start taking a look at your life.
I'm not saying that defensively.
Yeah.
I'm just saying there is nothing I can do about that. That is the way...
Don't say it like that, because it sounds so final, and I don't mean...
No. As in, I've chosen this lifestyle. I've chosen to work in this place.
What I'm saying isn't trying to like get you to unsubscribe from that. Like, we need to accept that that's that.
No. That's exactly what I have to accept that this is
I'm with that as well.
The way my life is.
Yeah, I accept that. Like, I'm not one of your friends who's gonna go in and start going, oh, maybe you need to relook your life, and hey, that job you're doing. No, I'm not there to do that. What I'm trying to say has to be able to complement the lifestyle that you've already accepted.
But we've been talking a lot about exercise, right? But like I've said before, exercise does not exactly correlate to weight loss.
Yep. So exercise is only like 50%, you said before, right?
No, it's less than that.
Less,
it's
like 10.
Probably like 10, 20.
Yeah, it's not major factor was the diet.
Yeah. So let's assign the goal, right? Is the goal fitness? If the goal is fitness, then maybe we should put more emphasis in exercise. But if the goal is simply to lose weight, then exercise is the lesser fact. And then we should focus on the diet. And from that, maybe making things easier on yourself, right? Okay, because...
Just making yourself less stressed?
Okay,
you're gonna have to give me that.
That's complicated,
because I'm about to go into the diet and the correlation between diet and stress. Do you think there's a lot in that as well?
There probably is, because when you're stressed, you're more likely to eat unhealthy foods.
Happened to me.
As well as, like, there's certain hormones that promote you clinging onto weight.